Hello and welcome to Back to School Night. My name is Jennifer Lee and I'll be your teacher this year. This year I teach geometry and applications and modeling of math, so I may be your child's teacher for either of those classes. A little bit about me before I talk more about the classes. I graduated from the University of Massachusetts, Amherst in 2015. I got a degree in mathematics and therefore I did go alternate route with New Jersey to earn my standard teaching certificate. I completed the program with Rutgers and I just got the standard certificate from the state this summer. I'm really excited about that. I am both a alumnus of Cranberry School and Princeton High School. I grew up in Cranberry, went through the schools, had a great time at PHS as a peer leader when I was a senior, a part of studio band my years there, and also music mentoring when I was a student. This is my 4th school year at PHS. I've taught geometry last year and I've been teaching applications since I started working here. Other courses that I've taught before are calculus, algebra 2, and pretty much everything except for pre-calc. I am also involved in other areas around the high school. I am the head coach for the Princeton High School Speech and Debate team this year. I'm also an advisor for student council. I am the class of 2022, the junior class advisor. This was a bulletin board that they made last year. And lastly, I'm an advisor for the Helene Cody Scholars and Mentors at the high school. And this year I'm also advising a new dance club. So this is my schedule for the year. Like I mentioned, I teach 3 geometry classes and I teach 2 applications classes. You can see in the teal color on my schedule template that those are my office hours. So these are the times preset each week that I'm available for extra help. I just ask that the kids schedule the time with me. That way I know ahead of time to expect them. This is the general course outline for both courses. On the left is geometry, on the right is applications. Feel free to pause to take a look at that. And of course, it is subject to change. And some required materials, this is for both classes. Guided notes will be provided for all of the lesson videos that I make. This can be downloaded from Canvas. I also ask that students come prepared to the Zoom class times with a notebook or paper for scrap work, pencils with erasers, and the most important one is the TI-84 graphing calculator. That is what we recommend in the math department because it is going to be used in multiple math courses throughout the high school career. If you're not able to get one of those, we do just require a scientific calculator at least with the square root function and also with the trigonometric functions like sine, cosine, tan. So this year we are pretty much the entire math department is using the flipped classroom model, and there are these 4 components to keep in mind with this flipped classroom. Watch, do, assess, and confer. So the watch part will happen at home, and it's referred to as the flipped classroom approach. So homework will generally consist of watching a video, taking notes, and doing problems. Class time will be used to review and practice concepts taught in the video, and students will be able to ask me questions and also confer with their peers. There will be various forms of assessments, including warm-ups, exit tickets, discussion boards, quizzes, and tests. And Next up, you can see the grading policy that's been adopted by the math department for the 2020-2021 school year. You can see it is broken up into those same 4 categories: watch, do, assess, and confer. You can see the different percentage breakdowns for each of the categories, and I just wanted to note that for the assess category, the 2 percentages will be maintained at 2 different weights. So it will not be combined at 55%, but it will be kept as 25% and 30% respectively. This is some more remote learning policy guidelines, since we will be remote for a lot of the time this year. Students are required to attend class Zoom during their scheduled period. Students are strongly encouraged to keep their camera on during Zoom sessions and engage in the lesson and mute microphone when they're not speaking. Students are required to keep track of due dates as listed in the specified modules and submit their work accordingly. I ask that they keep communication with me regarding any concerns, and I ask that everybody respects all their classmates as well as their teachers on all platforms, including discussions, Zoom sessions, group activities, and Canvas. Lastly, I ask that the students check their school email or their Canvas announcement inboxes daily, because that will be my main source of communication to the kids. Absent work. So this is in case your child is absent from school. They are responsible for completing any missing assignments upon returning to school. Everything will be on Canvas in terms of assignments, so make sure that that is the go-to place to check for information. And the way that I've designed the assignments in Canvas, in most cases, you cannot move on until the previous assignments are completed. So even if your child wanted to move on to catch up, they would have to complete anything they miss in order to move on. And since classes meet only twice a week, it is expected that in most cases all the work will be caught up by the next time class meets. And of course, if there is a prolonged absence, arrangements will need to be made with me. And that's basically it. So here is my contact information. My email address is there. Again, I'm noting that extra help can be found during office hours. And the Idea Center, that is a great free tutoring service offered by the high school. If your child is interested, please reach out to Dr. Andrea Dinan about that. Thank you.